Live. Okay. Hello, this is Carrie from Lake Chelan Wine Blog and Woodinville Wine Blog. And I'm delighted to have a guest online tonight, Chris from Truth Teller Winery, who has tasting rooms in Walla Walla and Woodinville +1. Tell us about your new upcoming tasting room.
Yeah, so it's, I wouldn't say +1, we've moved. So we used to be based out of our winery production space, which many people knew is the same building that Triple Brewery was in. It was kind of across the street from most of the other warehouse wineries in the warehouse district up in Woodinville. We have moved to the downtown Woodinville location. So if you know the Wooden Creek development, if not, that's okay. There is a new development. Look for Zeke's Pizza in Woodinville. You'll be really close to where we are. But there is new development. We opened up on Halloween of all days. We opened up in the new location. So we are pouring outside like everybody else. We have tents, we have heaters, we have all those good things, but find us at our new location. Google our website, Google Zeke's Pizza. You'll find us downtown Woodinville, just south of the Mulbach's Nursery, if you know where that is.
And we are dying to get out there and check it out. And I'm sorry we haven't been out sooner. There's a lot of wineries to cover. And I don't know why I crazily started a blog for Lake Chelan Wine Valley too, but I did. Yay! And of course, with COVID, my house there was delayed. And so I don't have anywhere to stay over there because I'm not doing hotels right now.
Totally.
I am drinking tonight because it's Wine Wednesday. Happy Wine Wednesday, everybody. I'd love to hear in the comments what you're drinking tonight. This is Miscreant Wine Project, and I'll let Chris give you a quick little blurb about that.
Yeah, so just real quickly, Miscreant Wine is actually the second brand that we have with Truth Teller Winery, all made in the same location, same, I shouldn't say same winemaker. We actually have a separate winemaker, Keith Wisenhunt. Many of you have met Keith in the tasting room. He makes all of those wines. He's designed those wines. He works kind of under my guidance, but he is the winemaker. He is the guru for the Miscreant Wine Project wines. They're done. I don't know, but I will say this. I have a different wine, but also a Miscreant Wine Project wine. This is our White Lie. Roussan Marsan Viognier blend, whereas what you have there is 100% Mourvèdre.
I was just going to ask because I couldn't read.
I lied. I'm thinking of the other wine. That's Syrah. That is Syrah. It doesn't say on the label, but that is Syrah.
Good. I was looking for it.
I'm thinking, well, labeling laws. Don't go there. Yeah.
And
but that one is Syrah.
Jen says she can't wait to stop by and see the new location, and she loves Wooden Creek. We went out to Rocky Pond recently. Rocky Pond is another one of those wineries that we cover both in Lake Chelan and here in Woodinville too.
Absolutely.
I am going to jump into our first Christmas trivia, and I'm going to point out that I can't answer any of them. That would be cheating. But we need to give the people watching a minute or so for the comments to show up so we can see if anyone's answered it before Chris just blows everyone away by giving them the right answer.
That's not going to happen as relates to Christmas. Not going to happen.
We're going to start off with an easy one because everyone is just nervous and shy to type it in. It's so easy, and I'm going to throw it on the floor. And I already lost my Santa hat. One sip into a glass of wine. It's been that kind of a day, hasn't it? That's why we need Wine Wednesday. This one says, in which city does a giant illuminated ball drop to mark the start of the new year? This isn't very Christmassy. This is so easy. And since people are not jumping on, we have to wait a second for it to go through. We're using an app called StreamYard that helps me broadcast this to multiple blogs of mine, multiple Facebook pages, and YouTube at the same time. It is awesome, and it's almost free. I think I pay $15 a month, but it's a little bit delayed on getting the comments in. Go ahead, Chris. No one's answering.
I'm going to go with New York City.
Yes. Okay. This is my actual favorite Christmas movie, and I'm using a nutcracker-shaped deck because it's really goofy. I got it at Paper Source. What is the name of Jack Skellington's pet dog in the movie The Nightmare Before Christmas? Love the movie. And I've heard fans have been arguing for years and years and years, is it a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie? Well, it's clearly a Christmas movie because it takes place during Christmas. Halloween is over when the movie starts. Danielle, I saw you. New Julie Burns, York. The comment is not working right. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Okay. What is the name of Jack Skellington's dog in The Nightmare Before Christmas? I bet Jen's daughters know because they watched that movie. Let's check it out. And I can go to our actual page and check for comments.
Yeah, I see a couple of comments here, but it looks a little, it might not be working right. There might be something going on.
Well, let me check. I can check Woodinville and Chelan. And do we have anyone watching from Chelan? I saw some beautiful pictures tonight of Cardus Winery's tent covered in snow with Christmas lights in it. I can't wait to go visit, and I'm hoping to sneak over there. Danielle got it. Zero is the name of Jack Skellington's dog in The Nightmare Before Christmas.
See, I'm such an idiot that when she said zero, I thought she was meaning she had nothing. I got zero.
I don't know the answer to this one. All of Santa's reindeer are male. True or false? In fact, I should be typing these in the banners so that people that just walk in can see it. True or false? Tell the truth because you're a truth teller. Ha, ha.
It's like nobody's gone there before.
I also had on the side while we're waiting for comments, I had some getting to know you Christmas questions that are obnoxious. Normally winemakers get interviewed about acidity and vineyards and Verizon and all this stuff. What's your favorite Christmas cookie?
Ooh. So family recipe, and it's not like it's a secret. I'm not going there, but we have a family recipe that our family has been making for several generations. My family is from the Swiss, German, Swiss kind of mixed ancestry. Hey, Wendy. We make a cookie called a Munchen, and we saw a recipe online for it that is not the same recipe we make, but it is almond flour, lemon with a lemon icing. It's a cutout cookie in the shape of a moon with a little bit of lemon sugar icing on it. And I'm telling you, it's the shit. It's true. I said a bad word, but that's what it is. It's the stuff. If anybody wants to know what the best Christmas cookie is, I'm happy to send you my recipe.
Hello, Wendy, also. Nice to see you here. My favorite Christmas cookie is a candy cane cookie where you're rolling out a strip of red and a strip of white and you're trying to, and the pictures in the magazines always look perfect and mine always look squished and brown and flat, but they taste really good and they're fun to make.
That is the beauty of our cookies, is they are intentionally messy. They are crumbly. There's icing everywhere. It's about the taste, not the look.
So if you've noticed, I often do a little cheat when I want to say something on Instagram and I don't have a photo shoot set up, or Jen and I have not been tasting recently. We will take a bottle of wine and pair it with cookies. And we do that a lot. And I love rosé because it always tastes really awesome with any kind of cookie you serve with it. So when you see our Instagram post with a bottle of wine and some cookies, it's because I was lazy or busy. And then I started drinking and eating cookies after the photo shoot. And my photo shoots are normally at 11 in the morning. Do not judge me. And Jen got the answer right. And so did Danielle. Oh, Danielle thought all of the reindeer are actually female. According to this trivia game, the reindeer pulling the sleigh are usually depicted with antlers, and males have their antlers in November. Oh, lose their antlers in November. All right,
So
that was a tricky
do
one.
females lose their antlers too, or is it just the males?
No, they just don't. Females have little nubs, I think.
Yeah. So
Jen
it's a lie. It's all a lie.
Jen says she loves Russian tea cakes. Oh, yes, and those make such a mess.
And there are a few people there that were looking for recipes. I'm happy to send a recipe out. If I send it to you, can you get it out to people, Carrie?
Yes, or you? Okay. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I'm typing in the next because it's kind of complicated. While we're waiting for, there we go. What do children listen for in the song White Christmas? While we're waiting, I wanted to ask which of your truth teller wines should somebody open on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day for like their big wine? Not that we can host family members. So since we're technically supposedly drinking home alone in our households, what would be a big, like, I'm going to splurge. I am spending Christmas happily alone. I'm going to be splurging on some good wine. What would be the most awesome library wine that I should grab if I was going to?
All of them.
Oh,
No. Going to library wines. Boy, I loved the 16 Cynic Syrah. And I would say the 16 Confidant Cab Sauv, Reserve Cab Sauv, is always a great one too. Extra year in barrel. That one's it's about 33 months in barrel. So all that red mountain fruit gets time to kind of mellow out and chill out. We don't have a really old library. We're a younger, newer winery, to be fair. But I would also argue any of the Frolic wines, the Frolic Viognier, those are always, it's our number one selling wine. I'll say that. That's the wine we sell the most of.
That's the one I hear the most people commenting about of your wine is that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a vegetarian, so on Christmas I'll be eating some kind of tofu or tofurkey or whatever, and the white wines and the rosés pair excellent with that. And then I drink the Cab Sauvs later in the night after I'm sitting by the fire with Netflix and my feet up in the old person foot massager.
No judging here.
And Danielle, you are really good at trivia because children are listening to hear sleigh bells in the snow in the song White Christmas. Aww. Here's one. As a vegetarian, I always wondered about this one, and I'm not going to type it because I'm too lazy. Mince pies originally contained meat as well as dried fruits and spices. True or false? Mince pies used to actually have meat as well as the fruit and spice. True or false?
Well, is what we call it and what it is two different things?
Could be.
Am I getting to the heart of the question there? I'm going to need more wine.
Yes. Any mince pie experts? And Wendy, you answered correctly. Also, sleigh bells ringing was close enough. I would have given that to you. While we're waiting for answers to come in, I was going to ask Jen, who's watching us here, and Chris, which part of preparing for Christmas do you like the least?
Ooh. I got it all. So as a former parent of young children, they are now all grown. My children are 26 to 35.
Whew, congrats.
My least favorite thing was getting the tree, putting the tree up, getting the lights on it, getting all the decorations, because young children wired for that event was not my forte. It was a patience issue. It's my issue, not the children. It's about me in that one. So I'm going to shout out to Wendy Beck, who's watching and listening or following, who I know has more children than I do. I'm not going to say the number. God bless her. God bless her. That's all I'm saying.
I hope that one or two of them are sets of twins for her own sake. Wendy. Wow. I think there is a set of twins. Yeah.
There is a set of twins.
I do not like wrestling the tree into the stand. So my boyfriend does that part. And then I don't like trying to get the lights on and get them even. I'm crying and I'm upset. But then the fun part is the reward is putting the little ornaments on the tree. And then after my children would put them in horrible places and go to bed, I would sneak back down and make everything look nice again.
Yeah, my parents, as the youngest of 4 children, my parents had a lot of stories of redecorating the tree after we all went to bed. I get that one.
It has to look nice. And Jen hates taking down the decorations.
I love taking down the decorations.
I am so ready by like January 1st. Wake up hungover, clearly. Walk around my pajamas, drinking hair of the dog, and just taking down the decorations and making my house clean again.
It is nice to claim the space back. I will admit I'm a little bit of a grouch, and getting rid of it all and opening the house back up it's awesome.
Danielle was correct. I think Danielle answered this one, if I'm reading the comments correctly. Mince pies did originally contain meat.
So, to my point, mincemeat. Someone tell me what kind of mincemeat pie is, what I always heard it. Mm-hmm. Is there actually meat in that? What kind? Help. Help.
I'm curious. There's a lot of things I don't eat because I'm not sure. And as a vegetarian, I'm not going to risk it. And so I'm probably missing out on some good food.
It's not your area as a vegetarian.
And I'm allergic to cinnamon and ginger. So pumpkin pie is out, apple pie is out. Blah, blah, blah.
Why do you bother living?
Because I have this.
Oh, good answer. Good answer. Oh. Good answer. That's it.
Okay, I got another one for everyone that's watching. It's too long to type. What is the name of the Simpsons pet dog in the animated TV series The Simpsons?
All I can think of is the Cheers intro, and I just dated myself, but the Cheers intro had that segment where they said, what? Sit, Ubu, sit. Does anybody else remember that? God, I'm a child of the 80s.
See, this is how long it takes for the comments to come through and me to notice them and throw them on the screen. I have to put my hat back on for this next question. It's not a trivia question. Are you on the naughty or nice list this year? And you're a truth teller. Mm-hmm.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Dear God, I've never been on the nice list. This is not a... We don't have to ask that question year to year. It's just a given.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Naughty every time.
I try to be a nice person, but I'm on the naughty list because it's the pandemic, and I'm like, well, I'm not driving tonight. Why wouldn't I finish most of this by bedtime and have some cheese and chocolate in bed? Oh my gosh, I think we're going to have to come up with a prize to send to Danielle because she's too good at this. Santa's little helper. Yes. Yes,
that is it. Now I remember that.
Good job. Oh. This is a weird question to come up on my Christmas.
I just want to be clear. We need to call her out for what it is. She's Googling it in the background. Don't give her credit for it.
Maybe she just types really fast and she's smart and knows lots of trivia.
I'm calling her out.
Early artificial Christmas trees were made using what? Oh, was it A, goose feathers, B, horsehair, or C, pig bristles?
There's not a right answer in that. I'm just saying right now.
Wow.
Especially for the vegetarians in the room.
I guess technically all those things you can take off of the animal without killing it, but it probably hurts to me.
I'm going to go with the horse hair, whatever it was, because I can see somebody making that into tree-looking stuff.
Well, if you can have a horsehair couch, sounds fair enough.
I think Danielle's fighting back.
Does anyone have a guess as to whether early Christmas trees were made out of goose feathers, horsehair, or pig bristles? And while I wait, I'm going to ask Chris the dumbest question he's ever been asked.
No, you haven't. Go ahead.
I actually do want to support Washington wineries this Christmas, and I've been buying people gifts that get used up so it doesn't clutter your house. Shampoo, conditioner, body wash, calendars that you use and give away, and gourmet food and wine. But when I'm on a winery website and I'm buying wine, is it complicated to ship it as a gift to someone else because it's using my credit card and name, but shipping to their address? And what if they don't live in Washington State?
It's really... So, no, it's easy for us to do. Okay. We have to have licenses to ship to each of the states that are out there, or we have to use a service that ships to the states that are out there. So no, it's no different for any website, for any winery that says they ship to Connecticut. They have the license, they have the service, they have one or the other that allows them to do it. It's very easy to do. So absolutely encourage you. Find your favorite winery, ship wine. And if you're concerned about shipping wine at this time of year, because it's cold and that can be a problem across New Hampshire, Minnesota, gift cards. Most of the wineries out there will do gift cards. So ship. Those are great too. And then the person gets to choose their own wine. So it's really easy to do.
And I like sending them wines from Washington because they don't always think about Washington wine. And if my California stepmother comes up here and leaves one more bottle of $7 California Chardonnay in my Chelan fridge, I'm going to I have to calm down now.
I just don't know what to say.
So early Christmas trees were made out of goose feathers.
Really? That was the
relief.
last. That's the last one that I would have suspected.
It all sounds flammable. At least the pig bristles and horsehair would have enough oil on them to. Well, no, actually, that would make it more flammable.
I don't know.
In the song "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," what type of pudding is demanded?
Ooh.
Let's give these poor people a chance.
I think I know that one. See, Danielle's now sucking up to us.
Yes. In the song "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," what type of pudding is demanded?
For the record, I like Danielle already. I've given her crap, but I must like her already.
Danielle, I can't tell from my icon. Are you watching us on the Woodinville Facebook page or on the Chelan? Which are you a fan of here? And do you work at a tasting room, I wonder? Yes, figgy pudding.
She is right again by my weak memory.
I'm editing some of these trivia questions because they're too hard to say or too dumb. No, that's too hard. We need easy ones. In Norway, Santa Claus is called Julenissen? Julenissen, probably. What does his name translate to? Is it A, Father Snow, B, Christmas Gnome, or C, Old White Beard? I think that would be great wine names, actually. I bought a bottle of Old White Beard for Christmas.
You know, we're in the process of introducing a new wine right now. We're going to have an Albarino that we're releasing here this spring, and we need a new name for it, but that is not going to be one of the ones we're considering, just for the record.
And since you're releasing it in spring, it can't be Christmas Gnome or Father Snow.
Or whatever Old White Beard. No.
Well, Danielle lives in Wenatchee, which is where I was born. Cheers, and thank you for being a teacher. Oh, my goodness. Especially now.
Indeed. Oh, I can't imagine.
Okay, this is one she doesn't know. So,
what was the Norwegian name again?
It was Julenissen.
Julenissen.
With a J. But of course, Johnny Janssen. Yeah.
Yeah, Swedes, the Scandinavians, and the Norwegians. Excuse me.
My ancestors. It's why I can drink so much and not have any issues, usually. And I'm going to switch as soon as I finish this glass to a Chelan wine from Benson Vineyards, which I also opened, so I wouldn't chicken out and not open it. It is a Pinot Noir 100%. Benson also makes one of my favorite Sangioveses, which I don't have any in the house because I drank it all a week ago.
See, this is my proof that I need to get up to Chelan because I do not know that name. I do not know those folks. There you go.
They're way up on the hill with a beautiful view. They're above Cardis and Succession.
Got it.
They were known for doing amazing live music every weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And now they can't because blah, blah, blah.
Go figure.
I'm going to type the spelling of this word just so we're all educated about it in the future.
Although I think you should put a shot of our misery.
Yes. And it is Christmas Gnome. And we have 7 minutes left for this Wine Wednesday trivia and Torturing Chris from Truth Teller Winery.
Oh, no, there's no torture involved. I've got wine.
What is wrong with the Grinch's heart in the story How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Is it A, it's 2 sizes too small, B, it's made of coal, or C, he doesn't have one? What is wrong with the Grinch's heart?
Hey, I'm just going to say it. That is my favorite Christmas movie. That's the first one we watch every year. It's A.
Well, you just jumped the gun because this next card said, what is your favorite classic holiday movie?
Well, damn, moving on. Just cut me off now.
Is the Grinch's heart 2 sizes too small, made of coal, or he doesn't have one? Katie got it. It is too small. Hello, Katie. Are you watching us in Chelan or in Woodinville-ish? She beat Daniel by like 1 second. We should have done a drinking game where if you don't get it right at all, I have to drink. Well, no. The TTB doesn't encourage us wine bloggers to do any kind of drinking games online. And I tried to add a cookbook called Big Macs and Burgundy. It's a irreverent wine pairing book. And I did a review of it on my cookbook blog. And today I tried to link the product on Instagram, and Instagram and Facebook were like, no, you can't sell wine on Facebook. I'm like, I'm not. It's a cookbook. They're like, we don't care. It has the word wine in the title. But yet they approved my Washington wine cookbook for selling through Instagram, and that has the word wine in the title. So I'm like, I give up. Oh, Katie and Danielle are in the same room together. Okay, that's so two brains working to answer these questions. Uh-huh.
So they're not Googling, they're just cheating with each other. I got it now.
This one's almost too easy, but since it's a fun one, what is Santa Claus going to find out in the song Santa Claus is Coming to Town? What's he going to find out?
See, you say that's too easy, but I just outed myself having grown up in a foreign country where we didn't always do everything the way we were supposed to. I have no idea.
Santa Claus is coming to town. He's going to find out.
Oh, I do know. Now I know.
Go ahead, because these ladies are going to beat you if you don't do it quickly.
Well, if you've been good or naughty.
Yes.
Or bad. Naughty.
So does that mean that you missed all of the Rankin-Bass animated 3D puppet movies called The Year Without a Santa Claus? Santa Claus is Coming to Town? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
I missed a lot.
That means your children missed out on this.
No, my good wife from Georgia made sure I got caught up on it. But I grew up in Tokyo, Japan. We didn't get Charlie Brown Christmas or Grinch Stole. We didn't get any of those things in the 70s in Tokyo.
They have made up for it because in the 2000s and 10s and 20s, Japanese people are freaking out excited about those puppet movies and the puppet books that they made with the little dolls. Okay, Danielle is the Christmas Lighting Festival MC, and I'm sorry that you're not MCing it this year for obvious reasons. Sorry to hear that. Oh, I think I might have to drop off a bottle of wine next time I come through Wenatchee on my way to Chelan. I will give you one.
Some legit credentials there, though.
I do not know the answer of this one. What is the name of Santa's high-tech sleigh in the animated movie Arthur Christmas? Which I have not seen. Someone with small children has probably seen this.
I would have to even know the name of that movie and recognize it to have a hint.
Yeah, don't know. While we're waiting for people to answer the name of Santa's high-tech sleigh in the animated movie Arthur Christmas, I have one final getting to know you Christmas question. Have you ever eaten fruitcake? And I would say, what wine would you pair with fruitcake? If you must eat a fruitcake because your elderly aunt spent her last breaths baking it for you.
Yes, I've eaten fruitcake. My mom used to make it, and tell me if anybody else knows this. My mom used to make it she'd save old tin cans, aluminum cans, and make it in the can. And then you could just dump it out of a can. I don't know. That's too much information. I don't know. What was the second half of that question?
What wine would you pair with fruitcake if you I would probably pair rosé with fruitcake, frankly. Help get it all, something juicy to make it less dry.
Those who know me know that I am not a wine and food pairing person because I'm the pickiest eater on the world. I am the opposite of you as a vegetarian. I personally think that hot dogs are the most perfect food on the planet. So I would pair hot dogs with anything, but the reverse I don't know where to go. I think rosé works. Yes, rosé.
The answer to the animated sleigh question was it's called S1. Okay. The last one, and Chris knows this because he was one of the naughty children. What does Santa Claus traditionally bring to children who've been naughty? Is it a Brussels sprout, a sack of potatoes, or a lump of coal?
I told you.
Oh, well. I think all the people that know how to make fruitcake are going to die out because they're all over age 80. And so 10 years from now, people will not have to be inflicted with fruitcake.
So Katie, I want to know, is there like a bunch of rum or alcohol that goes in that fruitcake? Because I think that's the only reason to actually eat it, right? Surely.
It sounds so nice, though, and I haven't tasted one because I'm allergic to ginger and cinnamon. That's probably in fruitcake, but I've touched the texture, and I'm like, this is so dry and crumbly. How would you, and when did you make it, and how long was it in the box before you shipped it to me? And
So, and this may be, like I said, I grew up in Japan, Tokyo, Japan in the 70s, and maybe this is a foreign country thing, but we had those like jello fruit things. They weren't actually fruit. They were, I mean, I don't know how to explain them. I don't know what they were. And yes, Katie, rum would make it better. Absolutely. It's the only reason I think to actually eat this stuff. So I don't know. I didn't eat my mom's fruitcake. I'm a picky eater. I'm telling you right now.
That's true. People that made fruitcake on the Great British Baking Show definitely would have talked me into at least trying it because it was moist. So I wanted to end with one more winemaker interview question before we take off for the evening. Thinking ahead to Christmas gifting, etc., or buying myself something to drink alone on Christmas. Chris, what is your least expensive budget wine in your tasting room, and what is your most expensive luxury treat that's in your tasting room?
So we have about 15 different wines that we do now. We do them under 2 brands. Our Miscreant Project wines are $12, $14, and $16 for the rosé, the white, and the reds. So I'm going to just say this. Our least expensive, our most inexpensive wine is our the one that you have in your hands, that Taunt Rosé. I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just making a point. That's the one. That's a $12 bottle of wine.
That's underpriced.
I would argue that the best value, we have a Miscreant Project Bold-Faced Lie that is a Cab Merlot blend that sells for $16, that just got 94 points and double gold medal at the San Francisco International Wine Competition. So that's the, man, QPR, as they say. That's the one that gets you the best result for price. The one that I love the most, it's that Extra Year in Barrel. There you go with the glasses. The Extra Year in Barrel, our Confidant Cab Sauv, Reserve Cab Sauv out of Kiona and Quintessence Vineyards, Red Mountain area. It is a $55 bottle of wine, so it's more in that luxury area, but it's Cab Sauv, it's Red Mountain. It's
Red Mountain.
It's Extra Years in Barrel. It's hard to go wrong.
I had to put on my Red Mountain glasses to hear that clearly.
Is that what that is? I was afraid those were your rose-colored glasses and you were like trying to send a message to me.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight for Wine Wednesday, Christmas trivia. And I hope everyone
thank you, Katie,
has great holidays, including the Jewish and atheist and everyone. Merry Christmas, happy whatever it is. Let's celebrate because this year has sucked. And a lot of people are going to be rewatching this once we go off the air. People will watch it a few days from now. Please still drop some notes in the comments or questions. We'll come back and visit them. And thanks for watching. You can follow Truth Teller on Facebook and Instagram. You don't have a YouTube yet? And Woodinville Wine Blog and Lake Chelan Wine Blog are on Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Bye.
Bye-bye.